Welcome to Movie Summary Original. I've changed my branding, and starting today I'll be known as Yellow Recap. This video is divided into two parts. Part 1 is the movie recap of The Pope Exorcism, with actor Russell Crowe as Father Gabriele Amorth. It's a bone-chilling horror thriller. In Part 2, we unveil never-before-seen clips of the real Father Gabriele Amorth performing actual exorcisms. Are you ready for this? Before we start, click on the subscribe button to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Caution, spoilers ahead. June 1987 in Tropea, Italy, Father Gabriele Amorth, a personal exorcist to the Pope, arrives on a scooter at the home of a possessed young man. After speaking to the man's sister, he finds the man in his bedroom, who claims to be the devil himself. Amorth taunts the demon, stating that it lacks the power to possess a pig he brought along. Nevertheless, the demon accepts Amorth's challenge, leaving the man's body to possess the pig, only for one of Amorth's associates to shoot the pig with a shotgun. In sunny Castilla, Spain, a family arrives at their new home. Julia, the mom, and her kids, Amy and Henry. They inherited an abbey from Julia's late husband and plan to fix it up and sell it. Henry has been silent since witnessing his father's tragic car accident. While exploring the house, he stumbles upon a mysterious room with a strange artifact. Meanwhile, Julia asks Amy to support her in reaching out to Henry despite his moody behavior. The following day, Amorth arrives in Rome, seeking permission from the church higher-ups for the exorcism in Tropea he performed without their consent. Bishop Lulumba supports him, but Cardinal Sullivan doubts the existence of demonic possession. Amorth recalls a woman named Rosaria, who died after his failed attempt to save her from possession, fueling his argument. The tense meeting ends with Amorth storming out, further infuriating Sullivan. At the Abbey, the workers are near the spot where Henry had his eerie encounter. A flare ignites an explosion, injuring them and awakening something sinister. Henry experiences a seizure, witnessed by Julia and Amy. Miraculously, he speaks for the first time since the accident, but his words are chilling, predicting their deaths while clawing at his face. Concerned, Julia takes him for tests, but everything appears normal. Back at their residence, Amy attends to him as he's burning up, but more peculiar incidents unfold. Henry lifts his shirt, revealing hateful scratches on his abdomen. In a demonic tone, he demands, "Summon the priest." Julia seeks Father Thomas Escobel, but Henry's demonic power hurls Thomas against the walls, shouting, Amorth visits the Pope, discussing the skepticism of other church members. The Pope believes in Henry's possession and trusts Amorth to drive out the evil, yet warns of the demon's extreme danger. Amorth journeys to Spain on his scooter, reaching the Abbey, where he meets Thomas, Julia, and Amy. Thomas knows of Amorth and his books, though he hasn't read them. Amorth confronts the demon within Henry, staying calm as it taunts and challenges him, even accessing his war memories and surviving a gunshot wound. The demon forces Henry to regurgitate a dead bird, deeply unsettling Amorth. Amorth reassures Julia that they can rescue Henry through faith. The demon torments Amy, mimicking her father's voice and making sinister phone calls. Inexperienced as an exorcist, Thomas joins Amorth. The demon manipulates Amorth with images of Rosaria and mocks Thomas for his past relations. Thomas reacts by attacking Henry, and the demon claims Amorth fell into its trap. Privately, Thomas confesses his love for Adela but regrets breaking his vow. Amorth insists they must save Henry before the demon kills him, urging them to discover its name. Amorth investigates a nearby well, causing a massive burst of flames in the house. The demon attacks, biting part of Thomas's ear and assaulting Julia and Amy. Seeking safety, they rest in the Abbey. Amorth takes Thomas to investigate the well. While in Rome, the Pope examines documents on the Abbey's history. The Pope falls ill and faints, but he manages to convey a message to Lulumba and Sullivan for Amorth's eyes only, despite blood on Sullivan's face. The priests discover catacombs where non-converts were executed and buried, and they find a man who protected others in a cage. Inside the man's body, Amorth finds a key leading deeper into the catacombs. They come across the body of a founder of the Spanish Inquisition, who was also an exorcist. They learn that the demon Asmodeus possessed him, infiltrating the church, and now seeks an army of possessed victims. Meanwhile, the demon simultaneously possesses Amy and Henry. Thomas finds a book revealing Asmodeus's name. He realizes the demon targets Amorth because of his proximity to the Pope. Amorth opens up about his war experiences, survivor's guilt, and regret for failing to save Rosaria, who he mistook as mentally ill before her tragic death. Amorth seeks forgiveness and Thomas absolves him. Amorth and Thomas unite with Julia and Amy, preparing to save Henry. Asmodeus taunts them, making Henry's appearance monstrous and carving "God is not here" on his body. Asmodeus possesses Amy again, leading her to attack Julia. Amorth eventually surrenders, allowing Asmodeus to enter his body to save Thomas and the family. Upon waking, the Pope senses Amorth's peril. Thomas guides Julia and the kids outside while Amorth is possessed. Amorth endeavors to hang himself, attempting to banish the demon, but Asmodeus' strength has surged, wreaking havoc around the house. It compels Amorth back into the catacombs, where Thomas finds him, urging him to resist the demon's influence. Another demonic vision of Rosaria emerges before Amorth's eyes. Thomas aids in the struggle as the demon tries to exploit Amorth to annihilate the church. Further demonic visions of Rosaria and Adela assail the priests, but Thomas intervenes, propelling Amorth away. Together, they force Asmodeus into a black pit, sending the demon back to the depths of hell. Grateful, Amorth toasts Thomas with a sip from his flask. Amorth and Thomas head back to Rome, where they meet the Pope. He asks for a Spain report and informs Zamarth of Sullivan's sabbatical in Guam. After Amorth's possession ordeal, and with Lumumba replacing him, he informs both Thomas and Amorth about their new mission to confront demonic presence in various locations and combat evil. Amorth says to Thomas,
"Let's go to hell."
The concluding text honors Father Gabriel Amorth, whose work assisting people continued until his death in 2016. I have never seen an exorcism. Now, in this video, you can witness one with real Gabriel Amorth. According to two of the leading newspapers and the major television channel, 500,000 Italians see an exorcist every year. This woman is one of them. Her name is Cristina. She is 46 years old and lives 200 miles southeast of Rome in a small mountain village. She's said to be possessed by the devil. Father Gabriele Amorth has been the exorcist for the Diocese of Rome for 31 years. He has exorcised Cristina 8 times without success. This will be her 9th. Father Amorth begins every exorcism by thumbing his nose at the devil.
In nomine Iesu Christi Dei Domini nostri, sia Christum Domino, via sua stella, illum et video treno. Però, ecco la forma. No, Dio, non tenga stretto lei qui. Oh, benedetto mio. Qui stanno per resisti, tu sei una tua. Guarda, firma. Avere famulare per Cristo. Qui stanno per resisti, tu fidia.
Mai! Mai! Non la tocchi! Non la tocchi!
Neil, what do you make of what you've just seen?
I don't know the underlying origin of it, but there's an amazing force. It's interesting to see that she is not separated from the environment. She's not in a catatonic state. She's responding to the priest. It didn't appear to be hallucinations. She appeared to be engaged in the process, but resisting.
I don't understand, again, what you were saying exactly. It's not necessarily directed toward the priest, or is it? I'm not sure. But she is like a caged animal, in a sense.
Perché tu non conti una cicca, ovvero un conto.
Congratulations! Leave a comment which movie you'd like me to do next. Thank you for watching.